Alright, so we just covered the final expense, how to run a quote for final expense. Now what I wanted to show you is the Medicare supplement. It's going to be pretty similar, just a few different things in there I wanted to point out to you as far as some tips. Again, you're going to have some other options as far as what types of market or plans that you want to run some quotes with. Typically we use this for final expense and Medicare supplement. So if we want to run a Medicare supplement quote real quick, again, it's going to be very similar to what we just did. You're going to see the home page here. We're going to type in a zip code real quick. So it's going to populate that for us. Again, you can adjust the age, gender, tobacco use, also the plan as well. So you see listed here is going to be a plan F. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and switch that to a plan G. That's typically what we're going to see, out in the field. Once I have that adjusted, what I can do from there is go ahead and get quote. So once we get to our landing page here, once the quotes pull up, again, very similar to the final expense side of things, you're going to see a lot of carriers over here on the left hand side. Again, this layout may look a little bit different if you are on an Android or Google Play, but essentially kind of the same layout here. So it's going to give us all the details that we just plugged in earlier, and you're going to be able to see these carriers over here. Just like final expense, you're going to see a lot of carriers that we may not have or that you're not contracted with, and that's on purpose because we want you to see what's available out there as an agent. So if you see some carriers that are pulling up some good premiums on a consistent basis, that's something we may can look into adding as a carrier. But just for an example, what we can do right quick, we see AARP, Manhattan Life, also another one of our carriers, AARP. So if I want to just select AARP, it's going to give us this little breakdown real quick of what that quote's going to look like. We can keep scrolling. We see Aetna right here, Lumico, Ascendo, Shenandoah, all are some of the carriers that we represent here at South Atlantic. So all going to depend on your location, what state you're in, what zip codes you're in, but essentially the same kind of process here. So if I wanted to write Mrs. Jones, I can look over here with AARP, see what the premium is, and go from there. You can also select plan details here at the bottom, which is going to simply give you kind of a breakdown of the different parts. So it's going to be pretty basic for you, but if you needed to maybe show this to the client of what they're going to have on part A, part B, it's going to be able to kind of break that down for them if they do need to see that. So all in all, very similar, same kind of process. Again, you can have the underwriting filter selected down here at the bottom like we did with final expense. But overall, very similar system, kind of upfront to the point, very easy to use. But overall, that's going to actually kind of conclude the mobile quoting tool. I know that was a pretty quick video, but if you guys do have any questions about how to use this, how to apply some of the features to it, feel free to reach out to us or one of your marketers. That way we can help you out, maybe do more of a deep dive into the quoting tool, and get you using that on a regular basis, because it is definitely a tool that you're going to be using on a daily basis.